Hi, Anya. I'm Juhitha from Lendi College Institute of Technology. And so, could you please introduce yourself?
Hi, Juhitha. My name is Shiva. I'm working for Deloitte company as an HR recruiter, and I'm having 3+ years of experience into HR recruitment. And I've been working for all kind of IT recruitments like healthcare, pharma, finance, banking, oil and gas, all kind of domains. And I have worked with many clients called Cognizant, Tech Mahindra, Infosys, and Wipro. All kind of MNCs have worked actually, and approximately have had 200 plus people in MNCs.
Hmm.
Everyone is doing pretty good in their job. Yeah, this is simple and sample introduction of me.
Can I ask another questions for you, Anya?
Yes.
Uh, could you please tell me what the important requirements for facing an interview
Important
requirements?
important requirement. The first thing you have to has you have to have confidence in you. Whenever you're attending the interview, you should be confident enough to face the interview. You should not be nervous. So whenever the first and foremost thing, whenever you're getting into interview, you need to stare your interviewer eye to eye, like you need to stare him. You should not turn your face like this. You should be straight and you should be see your interviewer like this. That shows your confidence. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the
Uh,
first thing. And the second most thing, what kind of job roles and responsibilities they are expecting from you. The JD will be, the HR will be sending you the JD, right? What exactly they are looking for.
hmm.
So you need to prepare according to the JD. First thing, confidence. Second thing, the JD. And the third thing, your hands-on technical skills. These three things will be applicable in the interview.
Okay, Anya.
Yes.
Um, what could you please give me few tips for the preparation of a resume?
Preparing the resume. So preparing the resume, you need to show up your IT skills as you're doing, BTech, CSC or something. So IT skills and what kind of intern projects you have done, if not, what kind of skills you have learned, self-learning, and also what kind of, uh, in college you might had internships, right? Completing some assignments in HTML or CSS in JavaScript or something. So all kind of those skills needs to be highlighted in the resume. The first preparing the resume, the from the top to the bottom, there needs to be necessary details. Okay, your name and your contact details, summarizing your skills. Okay, summarizing your skills, and photo needs to be there. Your professional photo, professional
Hmm.
looking photo, because since after COVID, there are so many fake interviews have been going on. There are so many fake people have been entering into IT industry. So the MNC company will be expecting your actual photo. If possible, you can mention your PAN card number for security purpose. You can ignore it. Once
Hmm.
recruiter calls you, they'll be asking your details and they'll be asking your PAN card number as well. That is secondary thing. And let's come to the question. So resume needs to be points of your education and your qualifications, assignments, and summarizing your skill set. Okay, and hobbies as well. If you can put any book, if you put book name, like I my hobbies, I used to reading books. If you write reading books, they might ask you what book you have learned. Can you tell me any author name? They might ask you these questions. So habits also needs to be very simple. Watching TV, or if you are really learning something, if you're really studying any book, So you need to be mentioned those book name. And interviewer, they only ask whatever you say. If you say I learn books, they'll ask regarding the books. If you say I am a sports person, they'll ask regarding the sports. If you say I listen music, they'll ask regarding the music. If you say you are a movie buff, they'll ask you regarding movie. What movie you have seen last? So what was your last movie? Can you tell about the movie? These things interviewer can be asked you. So whatever the question, you need to be manipulating the interview. Manipulating in the sense, they will be asking whatever you're saying. So you need to be cover up. What if I question to the interviewer? What if they question to me? What kind of answer I'm giving to the interviewer? And what if I answer? What kind of contact question they'll be asking to me once again? What if they contact question to me? What kind of answer I need to be shoot? So these things needs to be circled. All things. Okay. So whenever your interviewer asking, you need to expect the second question. If you're saying I'm learning, I used to learn books, they'll definitely ask you who was our author, or what kind of book you have learned. So you need to be prepared that you should learn a book, or you should memorize or summarize the book author name, so that you can directly so these all things you need to mention there. IT skills and all things you have been learning from your BTech. Those all things comes under your practical things. Okay, practice, practice, practice. Once you practice, the songs, those all things will be applicable. Yes.
Okay, Anya.
Don't mention unnecessary things in resume. Yeah.
In a college, we learn theoretically, right? So I want to ask that if I want to select any company, whether it is a theoretical experiments experience works or not.
Yeah. Theoretical experience somewhat helps you, but practical experience makes you hands-on experience into any kind of software. So, for example, if I am telling a story, if I am telling any kind of thing to you, you might remember, you might not remember. But if you practice, if anyone, if not interviewer, not a company, if your lecturer says to lecturer explains you something, for example, if he is explaining you BRD, business requirement document, so he explains you these all the BRD, stakeholder will be explaining his requirements to you, and you will be noting down all necessary requirements in the BRD. But BRDs, that is only a BRD, which is a common factor in healthcare, pharma, finance, banking, oil and gas. In all kind of domains, BRDs will be involved. So what you need to do, you need to go into YouTube, get into YouTube or get into some XYZ learning websites, and you need to search there. I need to practice BRDs. I need to create BRDs, business requirement documents. So from there, you can find, and you can able to see how healthcare BRD looks like, and how banking BRD looks like. So you can pull out information from there. You can practice by your own. By practicing by your own, you'll get hands-on experience. Theoretical experience you're getting from your lecturer, practical experience you're learning from yourself. Unless and until you learn from yourself, you will not get practical knowledge or software grip in your hand. Yes.
Okay, Anya. Next, right now, what is the fast growing software?
Right now, web services, Java, we can say Java is a evergreen requirement. So in software, any kind of IT industry, there needs to be a software guy, Java guy actually. So Java is very high demanded software guy now, right now in the industry. Yeah, Java is the main.
Mhm. What is the high paying software job?
High paying software job is also comes under Java. Java Java person earns more than 20 LPA to 50 LPA in a month. So, and there are some latest nowadays AI is booming, right? Yeah. Artificial intelligence and machine learning, that is also comes into the picture. But when it comes to technical aspect, Java is more likely, booming from past 10 to 15 years. Java is a very important software, and AI, machine learning, artificial intelligence, chat GPT integrations. These are all things, now those are booming actually. And those are high paid jobs now. Yeah.
Kenya. As a female, I get married and I got children. And am I suitable for technical roles?
Yeah, good question. So, in future, yeah, you as you said, there might be chance you will be, homemaking, you'll be having family. Other hand, you need to handle job as well, right? So this way, what I suggest, like it depends upon the individual. I'm not judging what kind of capability you have. What I suggest is like, if you have functional job, there will be no coding. There will be no coding. And imagine like if you're a technical guy or coding guy, you need to sit down for 3 to 4 hours long and you need to write 4,000 to 5,000 lines, queries or coding. It might get correct, it might get error. That is the second thing. So first thing, you have to sit for 4 to 5 hours. So as a homemaker, you might have, cooking, you might have, handling your family, your husband. So these all things will be there. What I suggest, functional role suits you better, but there will be some options like, we can use maids, we can ask some workers to come into a house and, we can manage. But mostly what I suggest, functional is better. If you're passionate about coding, if you're passionate about technical thing, you can go for it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Next, which activity interested you the most in improving your communication?
Activity, speaking. You should be, in front of your mirror, start speaking to yourself. Whenever you are learning something, if you are listening something, if somebody is talking in English, you will listen. If anybody asks you, you can't speak, words will be fumbled, you will be nervous, right? You'll start explaining, but sometimes you might get fear that, that guy will what they feel, what they might, they might bully me, they might, make fun of me. These all things will be comes in your mind. So when you will be confident, practicing, by self practicing, you should be, go in front of your mirror, take some topic like Juhitha, today morning I went to college. So these all things I have done. I came to my home. So I played with my brother and I have my homemaking work. I have this recipe. Something, somehow, I watched a movie. So in that movie, these are my inputs. I got, this kind of message from the movie. And communication is very important. Whenever you are talking to somebody, you are not only showing up yourself. If you are working for any company, you are representing your company. So whenever you're talking to somebody, it needs to be accurate. So how you will get that accuracy? You need to be practice. So you daily you need to, get in front of your mirror, take a topic, pick up a topic, start talking. Whether it's mistake or it's correct, start practicing. You will fail. You will be, you make mistakes. One day you will get corrected. One day you will get fluent. One day in front of 100 people, you can stand up and you can speak. Okay, you need to be practice actually. Yeah.
When you're in college, which are you done any projects related your domain?
Yes, I have done. Actually, I was into HR domain, right? So there, I got assigned by internship. So I went to, TVS, right? Motor manufacturing motorcycle company. So there we went and we made internship there. There you can find, non-IT people, mechanic people, as well as software developers, as well as automobile people who are actually designing the model, designing the bikes, you know. And these all things, I've learned there. I've gone to the people, I speak with them, and I pulled out some information from them. So it is also a practical experience. So once you hit the ground, you will get to know the reality. Yeah. Yes.
How do you maintain a balance between work and personal life in a challenging job?
Uh it's 20th century actually. So we are not sure. Tomorrow I might leave, I might not leave. So at the moment, if you're working, you need to give you 100%. If you're at your family, you need to be happy. If you're with your friends, you need to be happy. Whatever, whenever you help someone, or whenever you give something, automatically it comes around. The world will give you, the God will give you. So what you need to do, uh, actually I forgot your question. What you were asking? You were asking something.
Um, how you balance between work and your personal?
Balancing, right, 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 right. Yeah, balancing is like, whenever at the at the moment you need to think. Whenever you're doing the work, you need to give you 100%. When you get back to home, it's like on off button. Fan. If you
Hmm.
on fan, it will, it will on, right, and it will give air. When you off the fan, it will off. That's all. So you need to be like that. You need to switch. When you're in office, you need to switch. You need to work. When you get back to home, you need to turn off your switch, and you need to be, homemaker. You need to be with your family. Work is important. Family is more important. So you need to maintain, balance the both. Yeah. And the
Oh,
first thing, where when you can spend time with your family daily, you have to complete the work step by step. If you, dilly dally and, you pause your work, spending time with your family, spending time with your friends, like, they claim, like, we can see, if it is 20th is the submission date or something. If we are hurrying at 19th or 18th, so we cannot, complete the work, right? So completing the work step by step and coming back to home, spending time with family, you know, if anyone asks you in your organization also, if anyone asks you, hey Juhitha, what today what have you done? You can say, I have done this much thing, I completed this much thing. So something you can have in your plate. You can say that, I have completed this. Yeah.
oh. What's one key piece of advice you would give to a fresher at the beginning of their job search?
Initially, we need to ask whether he's, looking for functional, technical, or he's looking for any designing job, or he's looking for any filmmaking. You're not sure, right? What the guy is expecting for. According to individual, we need to give suggestions for them. But as an IT employee, as a HR, what I'm suggesting, if a fresher comes into IT, what I suggest is like, they needs to have practical experience, hands-on experience in their hand, and confidence. Even in a room, if there is any group discussion of 100 or 200 people, he needs to stand up and talk to them, give the speech. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Chania. I have learned so much from you. So, thank you for giving so much information regarding resume and life and everything. Thank you.
Thank you, Jita. Have a good career. All the best for your career. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.